In this question, for f dot dot a in non-inclusive to b inclusive is mapped onto R, f of x is equal to 10 minus x, where a is less than b. Find the range of f of x. So this here, where they've said a is less than b, because this is the domain, you normally have the lower number on the left and then the higher number on the right. So when I got this question, I'm not sure why they actually put this in, but anyway, I've just put the question as I got it from the textbook. And this is similar to the last questions in that because it's a restricted domain, and in fact you don't actually know the values of A and B, and you have to figure out the range, you definitely have to sketch it, and it's only a linear function, and so quite a simple function. And so the first step really in finding the range is to sketch the graph. So being y, or f of x, equals 10 minus x, the gradient is minus 1, so sloping this way, and the y-intercept of 10, the graph is something like that. And where a is less than b, so it doesn't really matter where I put a and where I put b. So I'm going to make a here, so that's an open circle for a, and at b, well, that's actually not a, that's just the x coordinate, and at b, that's included, so that's colored in, and I'll mark that in here, so that's b, and this one here is a. As I mentioned, it doesn't really matter where they are. They didn't say anything about a and b being positive or negative, so I'll put them where they are. So from this you can see that the range is going to go from the y value here up to the y value there. So at this point here, the x coordinate is b, and the y coordinate, all you have to do is sub b into this equation, and you're going to get 10 minus b. So I'll do that right here. There's not a lot of work for that one. And over here, where x is equal to a, so that's the x coordinate, and then doing the same thing to find the y coordinate, sub x equals a into that equation, and you get 10 minus a. And you can see that this is the lowest y value here, and this is the highest y value. So the range just becomes from 10 minus b up to 10 minus a. Now, just getting things correct. So the highest value is not included because of that open circle, and the lowest value is included. So, and now that's the range. So really all you had to do this one was sketch the graph, and then make sure you get the brackets, the round bracket on the right spot, and the correct brackets where this, get your brackets correct is what I'm trying to say. So um, not obvious that they're going to swap, but you can see that because it's got a negative gradient, the highest x value became the lowest y value and vice versa. So really not hard work, but just knowing what to do. And this is a little bit trickier, and a lot of students get confused because of the algebra involved and not knowing how to do this type of question. But in some ways it's a lot simpler than the other ones, purely because of the other two examples I showed you, purely because this equation is fairly simple, and it's just a pretty not much working to find the y coordinate, so it looks relatively easy. And I guess there's tricky elements to it, so you've just got to watch out for those things. Again, watch out for round and square brackets. Make sure you remember that this is the domain, and for restricted domains you always need to sketch the graph. So that's about it for this question, and I'll see you in the next one.